Alright, guys. Today, I'm sick, so you're gonna hear a voice changer because I'm not dealing with that shit. I'm very passionate about the subject that I'm gonna talk about. I am an able bodied person sometimes. I have a little bit of health issues, but in all honesty, I could shoot a compound bow. Now, will I shoot it? Probably not, because a bunch of reasons, but I want to get down to the science since people are hating on crossbows. People dislike the crossbows because if you're an able bodied person, you shouldn't be shooting a crossbow if you can fucking. It doesn't make sense. The stab mentality is just stupid because just shoot a recurve. Like, what the fuck? Like, the same argument can be made about a recurve bow. Or not a recurve, a compound bow. You know what I mean? In all honesty, if you're an able-bodied person, buy a recurve. That shit's cheap. You can make it easy, and it's cost-effective. A recurve bow is cheaper, and I might buy a recurve bow first before I buy a compound bow, because the amount of money I need for a compound bow, I don't have that. I had good enough money for a crossbow. I mean, I only paid $100 for my crossbow because I know someone that was selling me it. I mean, you can even watch my first video, and I have proof. I mean, I have receipts. So I bought my crossbow for $100, and I took my first year with that, and that made me really emotional because that was my first year ever. And you know, I posted that video, and I'm getting hate. I got like one hate comment, not a lot of hate, but I got one hate comment saying that crossbows are basically gay. Like, they can't. You're not supposed to use a crossbow unless you're an old person or you're disabled. And it's like, are you sure about that? Now, I did some research just to see why people hate the crossbow. Mainly, it's because I think it's because it's just excuses. So when I kill a big buck with my crossbow and you didn't kill anything with your compound bow, and you're wondering, it's probably and you just think, oh, it's just because of the crossbow. He probably shot it 50 yards out. No, I don't know what people are saying about. Oh, the crossbow can shoot 40 yards. Oh, I would take a 40. Like, no, I don't even take past 30. Maybe I wouldn't take a. I'll take maybe a 25-yard shot, and that's the longest shot I would take because I'm a new hunter. Um, I'm new to this, so that's what I'm saying. Like, it makes no sense how you're gonna give me a compound bow that I'm gonna need to train all season with to just use it. When I can just go out there with my crossbow. That's another reason why people hate it. It's because it's just like that. People can get on a crossbow just like that. I mean, back in the day, that's what they used to do. In wars and stuff, they didn't like the traditional bow and stuff because it took a while to train the soldiers. They just give them a crossbow, and it's just as easy as a pull of a button. And I can, all right, I'll agree on that. But that's just the same thing as a fucking compound bow. Motherfucker, you're pulling. I mean, barely seven. Like if you have a 70-pound draw bow, you pull back 70 pounds, and then the rest, it's 20 hold. You're barely holding anything by the end of it. So that's the same thing as like a crossbow, and you have a pin sight on the side, which is also like not okay if you're gonna talk shit about a crossbow. Because a traditional bow, you don't have any of that shit. You just have an arrow, string, a bow, or a stick. So I don't understand why people hate on the crossbow so much. As a new hunter, I can see, or like getting more experience, I can see why people hate the crossbow. But also, the crossbow can help. Where I'm at, Kentucky, hunters are going downhill. I was surprised I even saw people on opening day of gun season on my public land spots. And I did see a lot of people, but they left really quick because, they don't know where the deer are at. They just come here to just find that one buck that they don't know where it's at. And on public land, you just got to explore. And that's why I don't understand when they say, "Oh, the crossbow's so easy." How do you know how much that thing fucking weighs walking through the forest? Jesus Christ, I walk miles deep into that forest sometimes with that crossbow, and that hurts my arms. That's twice as much with a fucking compound bow or a traditional. So I have to pick spots that are deliberately closer to where I'm my car so I don't have to walk that far because I have some health issues that prevented me from walking, no, 5 miles out and walking 5 miles back with a deer driving. I mean, I've had a quarter deer out 10 miles out because we had two snipers. So I just, I really don't know why people are hating on a crossbow. You know, just be happy people are hunting and be respectful to people. I'd like to say thank you guys for watching. If people want to respond, go for it. Give me your insight, uh, rebuttals. To be honest, I really don't think there's any because the same arguments can be made about a compound bow to a recurve, or a compound bow you have to a recurve bow, traditional. Like, just use a traditional then if you're gonna talk shit. Be like, oh, if you can use a compound bow, if you can't use if you can use a compound bow, then use it. Why are you using crossbow? Um, then be like, so why are you using a compound bow? You can use a traditional bow, can't you? Yeah, just use a traditional bow. I have a traditional bow I built with PVC. I'm gonna make another one, and I'm gonna make a video on that. But I want to hunt that I want to use that to hunt deer and squirrel. But it's hard to as a new hunter because that costs material, and people just don't understand that. People are just so self-centered. You know what I mean? Oh, if you're able-bodied, you should use this and that. No, fuck you. It's legal to use a crossbow, so use it. Go listen to no one else, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see y'all next time.